Hi, I'm Mayor Jack Allen, and we welcome you to another episode of Good Work. Today we're going to be starting at Millennium Shops, where we'll be Anytime Fitness, Deco Lash, and then we'll be on the other side of Bethel Park at Block Advisors. So we hope you enjoy today's show. Okay, this is our first stop today, and we're at Anytime Fitness in the Millennium Shops, which is located right behind Sheetz. And with me, I have Terry. Terry, how long have you been at this complex?
We've been here for about 3 months now. Started back here probably about in July, but haven't been open here for about 3 months or so now.
Okay. And why is this particular place called Anytime Fitness?
Anytime Fitness, the name is, anytime, anywhere, anyone. So it's open 24 hours, 365 holidays, and whatnot. It never closes down here.
Okay. Yeah, this is owned by Christopher Harisco, which I believe is a Bethel Park resident.
Correct.
And so at this time, what I'd like for you to do is show us around and tell us exactly what you do here and the different options that you have.
Perfect. Let's do it. So first one we got here, we're on our new treadmills. These are the SE3 new series treadmills by Life Fitness. All these consoles we have here are on the treadmills, bikes, and the ellipticals here as well. Now, before we start up on here, the cool thing about this is you can actually log in and sign into this piece of equipment here. App on our phone here is called the LF Connect app. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and scan the barcode and log in to this new piece of equipment now. So this is going to be great so you can keep track of your workouts, keep track of your calories, miles ran, and also your time as well on here. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to hit the quick start button. It's going to count us down. And that's when it gets started here. Okay, so this screen here is going to bring us to the interactive course. You can see on the right-hand side that we have some apps here as well too. So we have some built-in apps that are really great. So we're going to go ahead and click the TV app. Now we have the built-in DirecTV right here with our remote here on the side too. So you can watch your sports, your favorite show, whatever it is, pass some time as well when you do some cardio. And another cool thing here is we have on the side too is we have some Netflix apps, Hulu, so you can watch your favorite TV shows, movies while you're doing some cardio and keep you going for a little bit longer. Some other fun stuff that we have on here is we have the internet built in as well too. So you can go in here, maybe you got to check your email, check your Facebook, your Twitter, social media, go on here, be able to check that out. So our next machine here is the Zero Runner by Octane Fitness. This piece of equipment is really awesome. If you have some knee problems, joint problems, this thing will be really great for you. And also great if you just like running as well. So this thing will take off all the impact of that running. Concrete, treadmill, it's really high impact on your joints here. So this Zero Runner will take all that impact off for you. So to demonstrate this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in here and I'm going to show you guys kind of how this works. So what I'm going to do is I'm in here now. I'm going to go ahead and hit the quick start button here as well. So I'm going to jump in. It's going to describe here what's going to be going on. Okay, so what's going to happen is this is going to evaluate our stride here. Okay, so it's going to show us our left and right leg in real time. It's going to show us our stride length and also our height of our heel kick here. Okay, and it's also just going to tell us here, it's going to show any motor major imbalances here with us, and it's going to aim to fix it as well. Okay, so what's going to be going on here is our left leg is white and our right leg is yellow. Okay, and it has this kidney bean shape there, and that's what we're going to aim to stride for here. So I'm going to go ahead and get this going. So I'm in here now, and you can see it in live time here on the screen. I got that kidney bean shape going, and that's showing me in live time my left and my right leg stride here. And I'm keeping that kidney bean shape because I know I'm bending my knees, getting that right height on my heel kick and the length of the stride. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, so it's getting a little hot too, so I'm going to actually hit the fan button. Now I have this built-in fan. It's going to keep me a little cool as I'm going. And also, so it's a little easy for me too. I'm going to change the resistance. It's all magnetized. So I'm going to push this button forward, and you can see it's got a lot harder, a lot difficult for me to actually pump these pedals here. So it's a good workout. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to hit end workout. It's going to load me to the next screen, and it's going to show me my time, my calories burned, my average pace, and my average lengths of stride as well. So our next piece of equipment here is another one by Octane Fitness. Okay, this is the XT1. This is the Swiss Army knife of ellipticals. Okay, so what we can go ahead and do on here is we can actually change our stride motion on here as well, in our length and our height capability. Okay, so instead of a regular elliptical, just moving forward, staying on that same plane, I can go in here and I can hit walk, run, hike, climb, change my length of my stride and also my height of my stride as well. Okay, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to jump on here and I'm going to demonstrate this next one for you. So what I did is I just jumped on here, I started pedaling. It's going to turn on for us here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hit quick start. Okay, right now I'm in that run motion right now, okay, that quick stride run motion. Okay, so that's going to be simulate more of like an elliptical feel. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to hit the climb. What it's going to do is adjust me to climb. Now my height is going to change to on my range of motion. So while this is adjusting, I'm going to keep pedaling. Okay, I can also change the stride length on my handles on the left and change the incline on this handle on the right hand side as well too. So you can see right now as my legs are getting a little higher for this climb motion, more of like doing, you know, a hike, mountain type feel. So it's going to activate more of like the glutes, hamstrings as well. Now you can see it's getting pretty high now. Now I'm in that climb mode, getting those knees up pretty high, pretty quick to adjust, and also giving you a different feel as well. All right, so next we got here is the another one by Octane Fitness. This is the Lateral X machine, okay? So this is gonna change the whole different style of cardio that you're doing. Instead of doing a full, you know, forward motion, again, just like the elliptical, you're doing more of a lateral motion, okay? More simulating like an ice hockey, you know, skating motion as well. So this is gonna help with glutes, you know, IT band, hamstrings, quads. This is going to be a great exercise just to switch things up a little bit as well for you too. Instead of doing that same simple motion of going forward, it gets a little boring. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to jump on, I'm going to show you guys how it works. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and, you know, choose my workout. You know, there's a quick start option. There's also an X mode option too, which is really great. The X mode is a built-in personal trainer, and that's going to help you and show you up and show you what to do right here on our screen here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to go ahead and hit the quick start motion and start pedaling here. There you go. So right now I'm getting my lateral stride. So this is pretty easy for me. So what I'm going to do is I can actually adjust my lateral width on these handles here, okay? So I can change the level of resistance on my right and also the lateral stride on the left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change that lateral stride just with the plus button here. I'm going to change it all the way up to 10, which is the max. And I'm going to get really wide here, okay? Try to hit those muscles from a different angle. So here we're at the studio room, okay? This studio room holds live classes and also holds our virtual training classroom. Okay, so a great thing about this is our Wexer system here, this huge iPad touchscreen here. So what we can do on here is pick different class types. So if you're into spinning, yoga, circuit training, strength, we can all go in here, hit some class types, go in. Maybe I want to hit a cycling class today. I'm going to go in. I want to, maybe I want to go to South Africa, or Paris is pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead, hit start on here. We're going to go into our studio room. Projection screen is going to come down, okay? And this is going to show us that virtual training on the spin bike, okay? So it's going to show us our different levels, and it's also going to see like we're right there in Paris. So what we got here at Anytime Fitness in Bethel Park is, we have some great hammer strength pin select machines. Our free weights are in the back area over there, right behind me. And we have dumbbells that go up to 100 pounds, full squat rack, Smith machine, leg press, pre-weighted easy bars that go up to 110 pounds, trap bars, and also extra barbells and bumper plates that go up, that range from 10 pounds all the way up to 55-pound plates. So we have some specialty things here. We have some conventional things that you'll find in in every gym here, around. But, some things separate us from the rest. We're anytime, anywhere, anyone.
Okay, Tara, we certainly appreciate the tour that you gave us today, and we wish you all the luck being here in Bethel Park. So congratulations and good luck.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We're now at the business of Block Advisors, located in Norman Center 1 on Washington Road. And here to talk to us today is Brian Greenwald. When did Block Advisors open?
Well, we officially changed our name last year from H&R Block Premium to the new name of Block Advisors. We did that to try to distinguish ourselves here because H&R Block, while it's a great company, focus primarily on personal returns and only personal returns. Here at Block Advisors, we focus not only on personal returns but also small business returns. We do payroll, bookkeeping, things of that nature. So we're more of a full service year-round company, where H&R Block is April 15th. A select few offices are open, but primarily just personal returns.
Okay, so you really don't do the personal returns here?
No, absolutely we do the personal
Okay.
returns. It's still the bulk of our business. We just expanded that business to include small businesses, estates and trust returns, again, bookkeeping for small businesses, payroll for small businesses. So our focus is more on that. But certainly the primary business is still personal returns.
Okay. And obviously we're right in the middle of your busiest season of the year. So do you have any advice you can give to our viewers on what they need before they come here to gather up so they don't have to go home and get something else?
My biggest advice to our clients here is to bring everything. I'd rather you bring too much to me and let us decide as a professional whether it's tax deductible or not. So, if you're not sure about a document, whether it's deductible or not, put it in your packet and bring it with you. The other thing that we recommend, and normally we mail these to our clients, these are just checklist packets that just help them make sure that they have everything when they come here. So it's a nice thing for them just to check off. Mm-hmm. And anyone could stop by and pick one of these up if they'd like. So.
Okay, now we know that the tax laws change yearly. Are there any significant changes from this year versus last year?
Well, the biggest change that happened this year was called the PATH Act, and basically it changed a couple of things. It made permanent a few items that every year Congress had to extend and extend and extend. And one of those was a child tax credit. It's a credit for a child that's under 17. It's $1,000 per child, and that was made permanent. And you can get up to $3,000. So if you have 3 children, it can be up to $3,000. So and that was made permanent. The other one is called the American Opportunity Credit. It's a credit on a high institution for the first 4 years of college. So, and that can be up to a $2,500 credit on a tax return. And that was made permanent through the PATH Act. And lastly, the teachers are allowed to take up to $250 in miscellaneous expenses that they don't get reimbursed for at school, and that was made permanent.
Okay.
So they made 2-year extensions on a couple of things. One was the qualified mortgage insurance premium. That's extended for 2 years, and that's a deduction on the Schedule A's. The lifetime learning credit for school was extended for 2 years. And lastly, the resident energy credit. If you put in new windows, new doors, insulate, upgrade a furnace to a high efficiency furnace, a new roof, those are all, can get you up to a $500 credit for, I believe it's a 10% credit. So if you spent $5,000, you get the whole 5.
Okay. Do you see any changes coming on the horizon for next year that the public would, in your opinion, need to know about?
Well, that's a loaded question.
Well, with the
with
change
this
of
new
administration.
With this new administration, I think it's a wait and see right now to see. I mean, certainly big promises were made in the campaign trail, and so at this point, I can't say. I'm not sure.
Because I'm sure most of our viewers and most of the public in Bethel Park and everywhere else will be waiting to see what changes are made, because like you said, there are changes from year to year, but now are they going to be dramatic or not?
Right. I mean, the biggest change they're talking about is changing from the number of tax. So right now there's like 6 different tax brackets, range from 10% to 39.6. The biggest change they're talking about is changing that to 3 brackets. And I haven't heard income levels or anything at this point.
Right.
But that's the biggest thing I see in the news with regards to potential change.
Okay. Now, as being a business in Bethel Park, if you want to let our viewers know why they should come to Block Advisors to get their taxes done this year.
Absolutely. Well, Block Advisors, again, we're trying to set ourselves apart. So in this office, we are predominantly enrolled agents. An enrolled agent in the tax world just means that we can represent you in front of the IRS should you get any kind of letter. The second part of that is it's kind of their designation that we're the top of the line with regards to, well, I should say top of the line, but we've done a lot of studies to get that enrolled agent. The second thing here is that we're year-round. Our focus is on the taxpayer that needs somebody year-round. The small businessman that might need help in the middle of the season to do some estimated payments, to help do his payroll or to do his bookkeeping. Again, we're here if you would get a letter. We're here year-round to help you out. So year-round is one of the biggest things that we offer, where a lot of tax services close at the end of tax season, and you don't see them again until January 1st. So the quality of our people here, again, 8 out of the 9 people here are enrolled agents. Length of service, we have between 20 and 30-year employees here that have been doing taxes and know their business, and year-round service.
Okay. Well, we certainly appreciate the information you've given us, and hopefully some of our viewers could go back and trace what they need to bring before they file their taxes. And again, we wish you all the luck in Bethel Park, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Jack.
Okay. Just a short distance up from our first stop, which was Anytime Fitness, is a brand new business called Decalash. And with us today is founder Jennifer Blair. And Jen, I understand your business started, or the idea started about 5 years ago.
Yeah, that's right. We started off as a teeth whitening company, looking to add another service to the menu, and came across eyelashes, fell in love with the service myself, and decided to add it to the menu.
Okay. So how did the idea about the eyelashes just take you one day and say, this is what I want to do?
Well, I actually had the service done myself and fell in love with it. So after I had the service done, I wanted to bring it back to, I had it done in Vegas when I was there, and I wanted to bring it back to Pittsburgh and add it to the menu for the teeth whitening. And once we started offering it to the customers that we had, it just took off right away. Women loved it. It gives length, adds curl, just opens up your eye altogether, just makes you feel more awake, pretty, and everybody loved it, and the service took off. We were having people come back. Before we knew it, we had a full book, and here we are 5 locations later here in Pittsburgh and growing across the country now.
Okay, great. I know we had our grand opening yesterday, which was very successful. So if you wanted to show us around the shop, and let us know exactly what you do and how you do it, that would be terrific.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, the grand opening was great. We had the ribbon cutting in the morning, which you were there. And then we had the second part in the evening, which we had a nice group come. We had a lot of giveaways from our neighbors here in the Millennium Shops. And yeah, it was a really good time.
Okay, if you can show us
Sure,
around.
come on. So here we have 5 stations where we do the eyelash extensions. Each one of the stations are customized with what we call a lash bed that is made to make you feel very comfortable when you're laying down to have the service. Normally the services take anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half to have the eyelashes applied, so we want to make sure that you're very comfortable while you're here. A lot of the ladies even take naps. We call them lash naps because they're just so comfortable and relaxed when they're having the service done. As you can see right here, this is the eyelash extensions in process, where she's attaching one synthetic lash to each of the individual natural lash, and that's where it creates the curl, the darkness in color, which gives the appearance that you're wearing mascara, eliminates the need to wear mascara once you have the eyelashes put on, which is one of the favorite thing that people say once they get the eyelashes done is that they don't have to wear mascara anymore. It saves them so much time in the morning getting ready. A lot of people say they wear less makeup because it darkens up the lash line. So there's many reasons, but mascara is usually the number one. So right now Cassie is doing what we call a fill. So she had already had the eyelashes on, and she's come back now. It's been about 3 weeks, and she's having the lashes filled. And you need a fill because your lashes shed, just like the hair on your head or just like your nails. Your lashes are always growing. So after about 2 to 3 weeks, you come back in and you get a fill, and we replace any lashes that have grown out or fallen off, and then you have a full set again. So that's what's being done right now is a fill. And then as you can see on the side is what we call our lash block, and each station has 3 of them with different curls. This particular one is the D curl that she's using on her. It's a little bit more of a dramatic curl. We have the C curl, which is our more natural. Then our D is in the middle, and then we have a curlier lash, which we call our double C, which even adds more curl. So as you can see that she separates with one hand to get the individual lash, and then with the other one, she's applying the actual extension with a little bit of adhesive right to the natural lash. And the gel pads and the tape underneath are protecting the bottom lashes. So we separate the bottom lashes from the top, because once you close your eyes, then the top and the bottom kind of merge together. So we isolate the bottom lashes so that we can only concentrate on the top. So back here in this room is where we do the microblading, and this is Julie, who does all of our microblading here in Bethel, and maybe she can tell you a little bit about what it is.
Sure. So the microblading is similar to a tattoo, however, it doesn't go as deep into the skin as a tattoo, so it's semi-permanent. We make hair-like strokes on the skin as opposed to a tattoo, which is a solid line. So it looks really natural.
Very natural. I have it done, and I don't have to fill my brows in anymore, and it's perfect. So you get the lash extensions, you get the brow service, and it's all you really need. So when you first walk into Decalash for your very first time, what you can expect is one of our lash artists meeting you at the door and beginning a consultation. And what that means is we talk to you about what look you're going for. We have a more of a natural look, somewhere in the middle, and then even a dramatic look. We have different lengths, different curls, so we really want to find out what you're looking to achieve as far as your customized look. We also look at your eye shape. We can decide and help you if you're looking to open your eye up more, maybe elongate it, a cat eye, a flirty look. So we have many options to choose from, and it's all about you whenever you come in.
Okay, Jennifer, I want to thank you for the tour that you've given us today, and we wish you all the luck, and welcome to Bethel Park.
No, well, thank you too. It was nice.
Well, we hope you enjoyed our episode of Good Work, and we look forward to seeing you with our new businesses and some of our older businesses on our next episode.